Welcome back to OBTV, the place for news, reviews and trends from the promotional merchandise industry. Today we're joined by Nicola Durant from Senator Pens, who's going to talk to us about the power of promotional pens, and also she's got a message for DT, who in a last segment on tech slated promotional pens, and I think we're only right to give her a right to reply. So welcome, Nicola.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your time within the promotional merchandise industry.
Well, I've been in the promotional industry 15 years. The last 12 years have been at Senator Pens, where I'm the Senior Account Director, and loving every minute of it.
Excellent. Well, brilliant to have you here. And again, DT in the tech review was quite damning of a promotional pen.
Yes, he was. He got in a lot of trouble for that.
And people are looking for something better quality, something they can keep. I think we can all safely say we've got thousands of promotional pens in our drawers, but they're looking for something.
There's nothing wrong with promotional pens.
And there was quite a few reverberations around the industry, so we thought it was only right to bring our preferred pen supplier in. Any words for DT?
DT, I think you need to stick to your gadgets. Within the industry, the promotional pen is still the #1 item. Has year-on-year growth, and is the one product that everyone goes to begin with. Very cost effective.
Excellent. DT, that told you. Let's talk a bit about your products, because obviously, as you say, pens are still the mainstay of the industry on a global basis. And going to the ASI research, how many impressions would a pen generally have in its life cycle?
In its life cycle, it has about 3,100 impressions. It will be used 3 to 4 times a day within its lifetime.
Brilliant. So again, you can see that the actual use of a promotional pen does actually get your brand in front of people. Moving on to some of the products, let's talk about some of the Senator products. Tell everyone a bit about Senator as a brand of pen, first of all.
Senator is a pen manufacturer. We do not import anything with regards to our plastic pens. We produce everything from the pen down to the ink refill itself, so we know everything that goes into each of our pens. What you'll find within the industry, cheap is not always cost effective. To give you an idea, our #1 selling promotional item is the Super Hit. To give you an idea, we had a customer that was inquiring about 84,000 Super Hits, and we were up against a Far Eastern imported pen.
What, such as the Kirby?
Yes, such as the Kirby, or the other names within the industry.
Contour.
We went back to the customer and advised them that with the Super Hit, it has our best-in-class X20 refill, which basically means that this pen will last 6 times longer than an imported pen. Right. And they are now actually considering to move on to one of our other pens, which is the Challenger. And with the Challenger, the refill actually lasts 16 times longer than an imported pen. Wow. So as we said, cheap isn't always the option and the way to go.
Right. And how many times would the customer need to use a Kirby or Far East import to get the same longevity of a Senator pen?
It'd be 6 times longer.
Right. Wow. So there you go. Brilliant. Thank you for that. What else is within the Senator range?
Last year we launched our Liberty range, which is this particular pen here. This pen is now the fastest growing pen family in Europe. Wow. So we're really pleased. I think the reason being that it's got such a lot to it, you can do so much to it with regards to the printing areas and the colours you can combine with it. This particular pen which we've launched with, we've invested in a brand new machine in Germany called HD Digital. As we know within the industry, the full colour print is becoming really, really popular. A lot more companies are going with very detailed logos and very colourful and bright logos. So within the company, we actually reinvest into the company. We buy brand new machines, we launch new products every year. We think it's definitely worth investing in the industry. We are the only company that can offer this. And the difference between HD Digital and normal digital is that it gives you a raised effect on the pen. So it gives you that touch and feel. So it actually lifts off of the pen. So it kind of gives that wow factor, really. As you can see from some of the ones we've got here, this one just showing the Toys R Us logo, we could do a 360 wrap on that as well.
There are other toy companies out there, by the way.
just to give you an idea. But with the particular pen with the Liberty, is the idea with that is that it has huge print area on this. So you've got the barrel print that we can do a 360 HD digital print on. We can actually digitally print the clip of the Liberty because it is completely flat. And as an additional option, we can digitally print the top part here as well. So it just means that if you've got a very detailed logo or a lot of detail in logo, there's actually huge potential in this pen to print.
And that ties in nicely with the trends video that we did last week from Sourcing City Marketplace, where something that all of our leading industry experts were saying that for 2017, gone are the days where we have to put a one colour logo onto a pen or another product. We can get more intricate now, and marketeers are actually thinking, you know, about how they're going to get the message across in a more creative way, and that doesn't mean anymore just a one colour silkscreen print. We can actually get, we've got the Statue of Liberty here that's reproduced very, very sharply, but as Nicola says, giving it the raised effect actually gives it a touch and feel, which is what promotional merchandise is about. So that ties in very nicely.
With the HD Digital, it brings out every minute detail of a logo. So if you've got tints and gradients in it, it will highlight everything. What's also nice, at the moment with the machine we can actually print onto white barrel pens, but with our pens we can do a lot of mix and match components. Right. You can actually change the colours of the clips, the little mid-sections, which you've got on some of these as well. Because of its popularity, we've actually getting a second machine being built at the moment, which will be with our factory in Germany next year, which will then we'll be able to print onto colour barrels. So it gives us a lot more scope rather than just sticking to white pens.
Excellent, really interesting. What next?
Well, next, well, with regards to our factory in Germany, I said we manufacture everything. We don't import anything, so our carbon footprint is extremely very low. Nothing is air freighted. It's all sent over to us on a truck.
Unlike that curvy again.
Unlike imported pens, yes.
Nicola's going to be in trouble, by the way, for this. So there'll be someone else
blaming it all on us. Yes,
there'll be someone else.
There'll
be someone else with a right to reply in the next edition.
But we do class ourselves very, very eco-friendly. Our factory is run off the River Main in Germany. Obviously, we do have backups if needed. But what we can class is that all of our plastic pens can be classed as eco. Reason being that is that all of the pens have a percentage recycled parts to them, and they can all be recycled afterwards. We have the stats if you need them at any point. One thing we do have is our biodegradable pen. This is called an H+. Basically, if you pop this into your compost, 6 to 8 months later, all that will be left is the ink refill and the spring. All of our inks are non-toxic and non-carcinogenic, so you won't even have the film of the print left over either.
Wow. And
again, just because it's biodegradable doesn't have to be a white barrel, we can actually do a number of different colours in there as well.
Excellent. I think that just goes to show, you know, compliance, CSR are big topics, and we've got next month a whole segment on that. But again, even down to the humble pen that DT reckons is done and dusted, you can see there's advancements in technology that mean that you know, you can actually get into the range a pen that can biodegrade, can come in a range of colours, and as I say, I think that's very, very important when we're talking about compliance and CSR policies within companies. So that's really, really interesting. Where do you see the promotional pen going? Because ultimately, you know, you can only write with it. And DT, you know, did have a point that, you know, there are other products that are moving on and taking hold. You know, tech is a very, very big market. But where do you see the promotional pen going?
The promotional pen will continue to grow. As we said before, it is a product that grows within the industry year on year. We have a team of production back in Germany that every year we bring a new pen to market. So they are looking at the trends within the industry, you know, what is coming out and different products coming to the market, different styles. And that's why every new year we'll bring out new product. We have a couple of new pens coming out in the new year already. But we continually change, we continue to grow to see what else is coming into the market. We do have a large family of pens, but we'd say there's probably 10 or 12 that are the most popular, which we do stock in our office in Harlow. Otherwise, we have Germany, who then have the full range available to us at very short notice. But yeah, the pen, because of the value of it and because of how much it is, it will continue to grow. You can never run out of a pen. Everyone uses a pen, you're never going to be without a pen. Gadgets and everything, but still need a pen.
And there you have it. I think you all agree. Nicola's very passionate about the promotional pen, and rightly so. I've been in this industry now 17 years, and one thing I can tell you is the promotional pen has always been part of a quote, an ideas board, because we despite all the technologies out there, we all do need to write. And the stats speak for themselves. 3,100 impressions across the life cycle of a pen, used 3 to 4 times a day. It's a product that's handed over to people. So it is a cost-effective way of getting your brand out there, and for the call to action, whether that just be brand awareness or if we're actually wanting for people to do something, is enormous. So thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
As I say, after DT and his comments, it was important that we got pens in here, and also the importance of pens within promotional merchandise and the marketing mix. I just would like to apologise first of all about my eye. There's not a lot I can do about it, but I thought I'd better bring it to your attention. It's not just a heavy night, there is actually something wrong with it. So hopefully the next time you see me, I'll be looking a little bit better. Not much, but there's only so much you can do with this. But honestly, it's been a pleasure, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.